It's been a big year. A year ago, I was diagnosed with autism and ADHD at 30 years old. I thought it would bring relief, and in some ways it did. But what I wasn't ready for was how much pain would come up as well. I moved through emotions I'd held in my entire life. The diagnosis was validating, but it didn't cure the imposter syndrome. It actually felt quite anticlimactic. My neurodivergent community celebrated me, but the people closest to me, they didn't really know how to respond. It became painfully clear how much I've masked and how much that's impacted every part of my life. Even now, I still feel the pull to hide my traits, to not be too much or to not be seen as less than. Ironically, I'm more burnt out and overwhelmed than I've ever been. But maybe that's because I finally stopped pretending I'm fine. Maybe it's because I stopped holding it all inside of me. This year, I learned my actual capacity. Because once you know, you can't unknow. You start seeing all the times you've masked, all the moments you've pushed through instead of being supported, all the ways that you were misunderstood, even by yourself. This year has been a roller coaster, one that's really hard to articulate. Maybe it's grief for what I missed, clarity about why things felt so hard, exhaustion from unlearning and relearning everything I know, or maybe it's freedom in finally understanding who I am. But I really still don't understand who I really am. I still don't have the perfect words to describe it, but I have language now for my needs, my capacity, my limits, and my worth. I know myself better than I ever have, and that means I can parent better than I ever have. And posting about my diagnosis, man, was I nervous. But it did feel like a giant hug from my community. And so many parents told me they saw themselves in my story. They thanked me for my bravery. They said I was the final push to seek their own diagnosis. The genetics, huh? And one moment I'll never forget, at a conference, a woman told me she'd followed me as an autism parent, then got diagnosed herself after I shared my story. Then her mum got diagnosed as well. 3 generations impacted, just because I was honest about my journey. That still blows my mind. But then my imposter syndrome gets tricked back into gear when people respond by saying, "You don't seem that autistic, you're high functioning, you have a job, you have a family." I still don't know what I feel about these comments. Whilst this year didn't fix me, it did help me to find me. And that makes it all worth it.